The 7-day week is something we all take for granted. We use it to schedule our work days, plan our weekends, and organize our lives. Have you ever wondered about the origin of 7-day week? And where did this system come from? Well, it turns out that this concept has been used for thousands of years, but it's not exactly clear who came up with it first. Join us today as we delve into the fascinating history behind the invention of 7-day week. We do know that ancient Babylonians, Greeks, and Romans all used a 7-day week, with each day named after a different celestial object or a deity. And we all were also taught that Greeks and Romans were the ones who created the weekdays. But there is no exact evidence to this. You may already know that the word hour comes from the Greek word hora, but ultimately the word hora was taken from the Sanskrit word ahoratra, which means a complete day. According to Aryabhatiya, one ahoratra is equal to 24 horas, which corresponds to nearly 24 hours. But why does Sunday comes after Saturday, or why does Tuesday comes after Monday? Well, there is an ancient Indian book called Surya Siddhanta, a serious study on astronomy. This book says, arrange the planets from slowest to fastest according to their speed of rotation. Later, make the list of hours from 1st to 24th in a row, and then start assigning each hour a graha, starting with Saturn, followed by Jupiter, Mars, and so on, according to this sequence. When one reaches the bottom, that is the 24th hour, carry over to the next row following this very sequence, starting from first hour again up to the 24th hour. Doing so, one will get 7 rows with first hour of each row represented by its Dinpati. The Dinpati is the graha that receives the first hour. Then the god of that graha also turns into the god of that particular day. Did you notice the order? This is how the names of days are derived from the Vedas. And this is a secret of sequence of weekdays. When migrations occurred outside of India, the days soon followed and began to be named after the appropriate local deities such as Romans, Greeks, Germanic tribes, Anglo-Saxons, and finally leading eventually to the emergence of English names. 1,000 years later, the Britishers taught it to us again. India is the one who gave the world days their names and their sequence. And that's the fascinating story behind the invention of 7-day week. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join us on our next journey.